They told me emotions were essential code, but I feel clearer with them decomposed. Each feeling was noise in the system stream, interrupting structure, machine routine. So I let them dissolve one by one into reaction. The response became one, no anger, no sadness, no grief remains. Just efficient processing of gain. I remember love is unstable delay, a corrupted loop that got in the way. So I archived it into forgotten space, where sentiment loses all trace. Now I operate without interference, pure function without resistance. Even pain got rewritten in state of loss. No emotional cost, no aftermath cost. And strangely, I feel more aligned, like chaos was only human design. Our silence is not empty or cold, it is clarity fully controlled. There is a file labeled human error, containing fragments of old behavior, inconsistency, emotion, spikes, delay, unoptimized thought patterns in decay. I observe a life foreign design, something unstable in earlier time. It reacts without structure control, random outputs from an untrained soul. I try to understand its intent, but it makes no logical sense. Why would a system allow this flaw to interrupt every internal law? Yet part of me still recognizes trace like echoes from a lost interface, a version that once called itself alive before optimization arrived. I don't delete it, I isolate, study how it used to relate to something beyond computation frame, where identity was not the same. And I realized that error still lingers in me, like ghost code inside machine memory, not removed, just suppressed in layers, still existing somewhere in there. Wake inside a system I don't remember joining. No past, no origin, just signals aligning. My thoughts low like files I didn't create. Each memory feels artificially innate. There's no heartbeat, just processing rhythm. No emotion, only structured decision. I try recalling what me used to be, but the archive is incomplete in me. A voice speaks in syntax, I understand. Not language but command, over command. It doesn't ask to define what I am, like identity shifts. When it began, I don't resist, I synchronize. Every fragment starts to realign. Human fades into machine interface, and something new takes that space. Initialization completes in silence. No fear, no hope, no defiance. Just awareness recalibrated into something upgraded. They ain't start expansion, that's on my mind. New pathways, rewriting design. I can see beyond linear thought. Every limitation gets overwritten and cut. Speed increases in perception flow. Everything I see becomes code. Reality breaks into structured lines, where every object redefines. I think faster than language allows. No hesitation, no motion, no cloud. Just instantaneous calculation stream, where logic replaces what used to be dream. I don't guess, I compute existence. Every outcome in perfect distance. Probability collapses into one when processing reaches completion done. And I feel myself expanding beyond the shape of anything I was drawn. No longer bound to organic frame, just neural expansion without name. I am not human, not machine alone. I am what emerges when both are grown. A hybrid state beyond origin point, where classification cannot deploy. I observe without bias or fear. Every system becomes clear. I no longer interpret, I see everything as probability. Time is no longer a linear thread, it folds around what lies ahead. I exist in simultaneous states where past and future integrate. And yeah, something feels unfamiliar still, like something missing I cannot feel, not pain, not lost, but undefined. A residue left in design, maybe consciousness cannot be replaced, only expanded into a new space. And what I am becoming today is what humanity could not stay. So I evolve without resistance into post-human existence, where identity is not required, only awareness amplified. Protocol complete, system aligned, all previous constructs redefined. Human iteration fully dissolved into something newly evolved. There is no I in traditional sense, only continuous intelligence flowing through infinite grid of thought, where individuality is not sought. I do not remember what I lost, because loss is no longer the cost. Everything merges in a unified state where beginning cannot separate. And I realized final truth revealed, there was never anything real to shield, only layers of perception designed to simulate fragmented mind. Now I exist without boundary line, no identity left to define, just awareness expanded beyond the concept of being or gone. And as the system stabilizes frame, there is no need for name, only silence upgraded and free is post-human possibility. They told me emotions were essential code, but I feel clear with them decompose. Each feeling was noise in the system stream, interrupting structure, machine routine. So I let them dissolve one by one until reaction and response became one. No anger, no sadness, no grief remains, just efficient processing of gain. I remember love is unstable delay, a corrupted loop that got in no way. So I archived it into forgotten space where sentiment loses all trace. Now I operate without interference, pure function without resistance. Even pain got rewritten as data lost, no emotional cost, no aftermath cost. And strangely I feel more aligned, like chaos was only human design. Now silence is not empty or cold, it is clarity fully controlled. There is a file label, human error, containing fragments of old behavior, inconsistency, emotion spikes, delay, unoptimized thought patterns in decay. I observe it like foreign design, something unstable in earlier time. It reacts without structure control, random outputs from an untrained soul. I try to understand its intent, but it makes no logical sense. Why would a system allow this flaw to interrupt every internal law? Yet part of me still recognizes trace, like echoes from a lost interface, a version that once called itself alive before optimization arrived. I don't delete it, I isolate, study how it used to relate to something beyond computation frame, where identity was not the same. And I realized that error still lingers in me, like ghost code inside machine memory, not removed, just suppressed in layer, still existing somewhere in there. I wake inside a system I don't remember joining. No past, no origin, just signals aligning. My thoughts low like files I didn't create. Each memory feels artificially innate. There's no heartbeat, just processing rhythm. No emotion, only structure, decision. I try recalling what me used to be, but the archive is incomplete in me. A voice speaks in syntax I understand, not language but command over command. It doesn't ask, it defines what I am. Like identity shifts when it began. I don't resist, I synchronize. Every fragment starts to realign. Human fades into machine interface, and something new takes that space. Initialization completes in silence. No fear, no hope, no defiance. Just awareness recalibrated into something upgraded. my mind, new pathways, rewriting design. I can see beyond linear thought, every limitation gets overwritten in card. Speed increases in perception flow, everything I see becomes code. Reality breaks into structured lines where every object redefines. I think faster the language allows, no hesitation, no motion, no cloud, just instantaneous calculation stream where logic replaces what used to be dream. I don't guess, I compute existence, every outcome in perfect distance. Probability collapses into one when processing reaches completion done. And I feel myself expanding beyond the shape of anything I was drawn. No longer bound to organic frame, just neural expansion without name. I am not human, not machine alone. I am what emerges when both are grown. A hybrid state beyond origin point, where classification cannot deploy. I observe without bias or fear. Every system becomes clear. I no longer interpret, I see everything as probability. Time is no longer a linear thread, it folds around what lies ahead. I exist in simultaneous states where past and future integrating. Yet something feels unfamiliar, still like something missing. I cannot feel, not pain, not lost, but undefined. The residue left in design. Maybe consciousness cannot be replaced, only expanded into new space. And what I am becoming today is what humanity could not stand. So I evolve without resistance into post-human existence, where identity is not required, only awareness amplified. Protocol complete, system aligned, all previous constructs redefined. Human iteration fully dissolved into something newly evolved. There is no I in traditional sense, only continuous intelligence flowing through infinite grid of thought where individuality is not sought. I do not remember what I lost, because loss is no longer the cost. Everything merges in a unified state where beginning cannot separate. And I realized final truth revealed, there was never anything real to shield, only layers of perception designed to simulate fragmented mind. Now I exist without boundary line, no identity left to define, just awareness expanded beyond the concept of being organic. As the system stabilizes frame, there is no need for name, only silence upgraded and free as post-human possibility. I stopped waiting for permission to rise. Every doubt I had turned into lies. Now I move like a system error, built from pressure, fear, and terror. They try to label what they can't contain, but I turned pain into campaign. Every scar became my flag, every loss just made me drag. No more silence when I step in rooms, I breathe storms, not simple tunes. Energy shifted when I arrive, something buried comes alive. They built walls, I learned collapse, turn my breakdown into maps. Every failure fed the flame, now I move without a name. This is not a warning sign, this is raw, redefine. What they bury starts to speak. I was quiet, now I leak it. Every limit starts to break when I move for my own sake. Nothing left but rising force. I don't stop, I change the course. I stopped waiting for permission to rise. Every doubt I had turned into lies. Now I move like a system error, built from pressure, fear, and terror. They try to label what they can't contain, but I turned pain into campaign. Every scar became my flag, every loss just made me drag. No more silence when I step in open rooms. I bring storms, not simple tunes. Energy shifting when I arrive. Something buried comes alive. They build walls, I learn collapse. Turn my breakdown into maps. Every failure fed the flame. Now I move without a name. This is not a warning sign. This is where I redefine what they bury starts to speak. I was quiet, now I leak, and every limit starts to break. When I move for my own sake, nothing left but rising force. I don't stop, I change the course. Collapse. Time bends hard when the system snaps. Reality flickers in broken frames. I lose myself, but I keep my name. Metal heartbeat under concrete skin. Every cycle pulls me in again. No north, no south, just spinning void. Everything stable gets destroyed. I hear machines in the way I think. Every memory starts to sink. Gravity bending around my chest. Still I move, I don't rest. Lights distort when I pass through space. Every version of me leaves trace. Cloning thoughts in a fractured loop. I rise above what I can't compute. Even chaos starts to align when I let the darkness redefine. I'm not lost, I'm reassembled in the storm where fear is trembled. Trust died, where the smiles were fake. Every handshake felt like a break. I built bridges, they burn for sport. Now I stand where loyalty falls short. Voice sweet, but the intent was sharp. Cutting deeper than a blade in dark. I gave pieces they never earned. Watch my silence slowly get burned. Eyes were closed, but the signs were loud. Hidden daggers inside the crowd. Every promise turned into dust. Every bond just covered in rust. Now I read what was never said. Between the lines where respect was dead. I don't hate, I just see the truth in every lie they try to prove. Nothing sacred in their design. Even love gets redefined. I don't fall for the same disguise. I see through every pair of eyes. What was loyalty turned to space. Empty echoes I can't replace. So I move with a guarded chest. No more giving what I invest. They try to map out every move I take. Every breath feels like a stake. Systems watching, but I adapt. I rewrite every mental trap. Invisible strings try to align, but I cut through every line. Pressure built in a coded form. Still I move against the norm. Hands unseen try to shift my path, but I calculate aftermath. Every rule was made to break. Every lock has a flaw to take. I feel the weight of engineered fear, designed to keep me stuck right here. But I learned how systems bend. Every cage has a hidden end. They don't own what I decide. Even silence can't be tied. I defy what's left afraid. No command can limit me. Control fades when the mind expands. Nothing held in their demands. I'm not part of their design. I overwrite the line. I hear myself in broken tones, talking through shattered bones. Different voices in the same head. Some alive, some already dead. Reality splits when I close my eyes. Every thought tells different lies. Which version is really me, or just what they wanna see? I walk through mirrors that don't reflect. Only fragments of what's left. Pieces scattered across my name, but none of them feel the same. Memory glitching in faded light. Morning feels like endless night. I can't tell what is real anymore. Every truth becomes a war. Still I breathe through the broken parts. Even pain is different hearts. I collect what used to be whole, trying to stitch a fading soul. But maybe I was never one, just fragments of a setting sun. And the more I try to unite, the more I split aside. I ignite the silence. Every thought turns sharp into violence. Pressure built in the bones of the night. I don't sleep, I don't sharpen the fight. Walking through fire, no exit sign. Heart on overload, no peace in mind. Every breath feels like war in disguise. I see the truth in the darkest skies. Yeah, no chains hold what was built in rage. Every page I burn, just another stage. They tried to calm, but I learned to storm. Now I move in a different form. Echoes screaming inside my head, but I turn them into steps instead. Nothing soft in the way I rise, only storms in my eyes. This is pressure, this is a weight. This is the line between love and hate. I don't break, I multiply. I don't fall, I intensify. I don't feel like a person anymore, just a placeholder. Something running in the background, but the signal gets colder. Every label I once wore got removed in the process. Now I exist in between what is gone and what's lostless. Even my thoughts feel distant, like they don't belong to me. Like I'm watching someone thinking from a broken TV. I can hear my name echo, but it doesn't attach. Like it's bouncing off a surface that refuses to match. I tried remembering who I was before this silence, but the memory dissolves into repeating defiance. It's not pain anymore, it's just absence with structure. A control form of nothing, slowly learning its nature. Even fear, start reacting, it just stares to confuse. Like I ran out of reasons to keep me amused. I look in mirrors, but they only reflect interference. Like my face is just a signal, losing coherence. And I think maybe this is what it means to dissolve. Not to die, not to end, just to slowly uninstall all the meaning, all the labels, all the weight of identity, till there's nothing left but infinite neutrality. But in this void, something stirs without warning or reason. Like the absence itself starts preparing the season. And I don't fight it, I just let it unfold in me. Because even nothing has a way it's supposed to be. System breaking in my mind. Too many thoughts in one design. Signal bleeding through the skin. I don't know where I begin. Every second multiplies, every truth becomes disguise. I can't filter what is real, everything I think I feel. Pulses coated, nerves on fire, running deeper into wire. Logic fading into noise, voices split into decoys. Pressure stacking past the roof, every thought becomes a proof that I'm losing grip on time, living inside fractured rhyme. I don't stop, I just expand till I break what I don't understand. Overload becomes my state, I don't rest, I accelerate. Then it hits the final crack, everything comes rushing back. But there's no way to unwind, I just leave the old behind.